But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yay! Pixel icons! Awesome! Just have to investigate. Right, shall we do the same thing again? With the woman talking,
Yet
but then
there was not
actually
a
back
single
out
person
to the main
here
menu,
either.
I think.
Feeling
Do you reckon it'll be
a wave of
different?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he'd coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
God damn it, game!
Feeling soothed
No.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Ooh, what? Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not walking over that. Bloody hell. Right. You just want me to keep obeying him so you can see this, the button room.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in
There we are, there's our office!
Stanley's co-workers.
Right
the
there.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There we are.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
Private?
accept
What's the
it.
private
His
one?
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for.
Well, how... what do I do then? How do I do that?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before
Freedom!
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Expecting bad things to happen. Beat the game! Yeah!
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Alright. Is this referring to the broom cupboard? I think it is, isn't it?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which side? Where's the broom cupboard? Is the broom cupboard... Actually, no, I want to obey. I'll obey, screw it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Ah, but you know you like the broom cupboard, really. Hi, broom. How you doing? That shadow texture is amazing. Just so you know. We like it in here, okay? Can I close the door? Yes! Can close the door to the broom cupboard. Wonder how long he's silent for. Is he silent forever? Okay, screw it. Let's go out.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
He remembers! That's wicked. Right, okay then. Let's do this. Whoa, hang on. Did it have a loading thing before? Or not?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Da-da-dum!
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, let's do this.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
What does the
nature
private
revealed.
one say?
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Right, I'm gonna...
He would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm gonna turn it on this time. Right, ready?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
How do you do
What's the
this,
matter,
then?
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I disagree with that ending. There's got to have been a way to shut that off. The narrator of Stanley. I was just watched this game with Jack's Skeptic guy. Wait, what? What? Hang on, where are we? What? Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone.
This isn't
What
normal.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh? What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. Now, because it started differently, does that mean that it's advisable to do what it says, or can I still fuck about with it, do you think? You're in Stanley's mind. No spoilers! No spoilers. Thank you. Unless just at this moment I'm in Stanley's mind. I don't know how long I've been playing. I don't know how close we are to finding all the endings. I don't know what to do. I don't know if to listen to them or not, because I started a bit weird. We started not normally. If it was normal, I would have done the coin flip. I'm not. Okay, you're forgiven if you're not spoilering. I'm the narrator. Oh, you're the narrator in Stanley's mind. Okay, that makes sense. I apologise. It makes sense now. Right. I don't know what to do then. Fuck it. Coin flip. You know how it goes, everyone, by now. Oh shit. Right. Heads I do, tails I don't. Tails, don't. Let's go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood.
Too late. I already did it. There's a bit of a delay with
eager
chat.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, go on then.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Right, here we go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go to the boss's office.
He's
hoping he might find an answer there.
he's boarded off the broom closet. That's amazing. Right, okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Or
office.
downstairs, there's only like 2 things happen downstairs. Let's go upstairs. Whoa. Whoa, what? To be rich? Is it a crime? To commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. He hates the broom closet. He does!